Hi, folks, and welcome to beautiful Eugene, Oregon. We're in for a special, historic moment here today because while it appears to be raining in the Willamette Valley, everyone here knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Ducks will kick this away to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. To throw, it's Raiola. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So here we go now, 3rd and inches on this opening drive. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, LSU.
Defense trying to dig in here on this opening drive. It's 3rd down and inches. Can he get there on the ground? Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, the pass is picked off.
You said what?
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Handoff running right. Running with purpose. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And that's a solid gain. Down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity, bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even, we can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, This is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And the runner takes off to his right. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Here's the toss play now, running left. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, the ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
No, kick it away here. The returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his back. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
Second down play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
1st and goal, handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll run the option. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score LSU.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Number 32 sets a kickoff.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Powerful running here. Refusing to be stopped in this play. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, that's the advantage of having a big running back like that. They're just so tough to bring down. This guy always seems to fall forward, and you almost never see him tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. First and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Tigers. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the Point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That's a deep kickoff hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Retakes the field. Passing game is so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
Chris, it's the consistency in his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Third down play for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And the Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up. Trying for a 4th down completion. He'll throw it now. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Oh, the football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The Ducks will line up now. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 3rd and go, he's going to try to throw for it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the handoff. Powers through. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Crucial conversion right now. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Catch made on the out route. And that's the fullback making the catch. It was not a big concern with his defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
Comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And now another deep ball here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Ducks. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Defense is coming after him. And a sophomore making an impact play. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. It's Raiola. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football. But throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. That sack forces a 4th down, and here comes the punt team. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. He Pulls in the catch. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
We talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are we going to do? The quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over top of everybody for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kick is a squib kick taken by one of the up men. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Fights through the tackle. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Extending the play now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Loses 8. Second down coming up.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Movement here from the tight end. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The attempt is no good. He missed it. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a two-possession game.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
At the 45-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
First down and 10. Looking for some space. It's Johnson.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Tackle is made at the 20-yard line. Third down coming up.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Rifles this football to the left. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Ducks. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. To the air, it's Raiola. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it. Enough for a first down. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
At the 5-yard line. It's now second and goal.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
On the play. Brings up third and goal. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 35, LSU.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a third and goal. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down there.
Man, you got to go for it here, right? You're all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't settle for 3 points. Touchdown's going to win this game today.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on fourth down. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really, all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. That ball snagged for a completion. They bring him down, but a solid gain there in first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And the catch is made along the sideline. It's a short gain, but enough for the first down.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up the first down.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
Here's the option play. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Oregon. And this one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
LSU 14.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The shotgun handoff here.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Running back with the football. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaking tackles. I use the stiff arm. Wasn't buying it to get him down for just a short game.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Still no answer for this offense.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the PAT is good.
That makes the score. Oregon 42, LSU.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Number 32, set to kick this one away.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
2nd down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. Able to move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, Ducks. And the beatdown continues. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead. So you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
21.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. The LSU offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. He shreds the tackle. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they're just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Went after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
LSU 21.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking for the wideout, who makes the grab. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day.
And the pass caught inside the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a...
Heading for the goal line, and now the ball's knocked loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Touchdown, LSU. This offense is still clicking.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. This time he stopped short, scored the touchdown, but doesn't back it up with a 2-point conversion. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
LSU 27.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Getting set up. It's a 1st down play. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Gain of 29 on the play. A huge gain and a 1st down.
So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.